Did you know that you are the Supreme? Did you know that? I'm channeling the Coven right now, and the Coven came through in a previous message, right, with Sarah Paulson, and I'm staring at the High Priestess, which is no coincidence. All right, I'm speaking to a high-level diviner. I'm speaking to... Okay, apparently I'm speaking to a perfectionist because I had to keep checking the freaking camera just now. Okay, you could be spiritually gifted. You could also be a tarot reader. You could be someone who, yeah, I'm hearing spiritual medium. Spiritual medium. You could travel between worlds. Okay, I'm staring at these flames, blue and red. Blue and red could be significant. You could have met your twin flame, or you could have already met your counterpart, your divine soulmate. And the way that I'm looking at this portal that's opening up behind her throne, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's like this portal represents the divine backup that you have. You're learning to trust that when the time is right, your divine support is going to spawn out of this portal and back you up, because you're starting to realize you're not doing something alone. You were never alone. We are in Cancer season. This is Cancer energy. You are the Supreme, masculine or feminine. I could also be talking to a high priest. All right. Moon gazing came through. Okay. Black cats could be significant. I think you're ready. You, on the other hand, may feel like you're not ready. For what? That's going to be very specific to you. Very specific. I'm hearing Miguel. So don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. And promise me you'll run. I even like the outro. That you run. What's your name? Who's your daddy? And find a peace you need to live. Tell it to me slowly. I really wanna know, is it time? Wow. I'm speechless with you, because you could also be a Gemini. The love that you have for yourself, I'm hearing, was hard-earned. You had to literally struggle to love yourself, and that sounds insane. That's insane. But you had people clobbering, I'm hearing the word clobbering, for your energy, for your livelihood, for your life force, for your capabilities, because they knew the power that it meant. They knew what you could do with it. Tell it to me slowly. I feel like you had to slowly adapt and accept the fullness of who you are. Because the fullness of who you are feels so massive. It feels intimidating. And I feel like this isn't not necessarily intimidating to you, but to others. And I've seen you alchemize your relationship and connection to your abilities. I'm getting that picture on Pinterest, because I don't want to fuck it up. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm hearing I'm no longer shrinking to be digestible. That's kind of, yeah, that's the meme that I'm talking about. Let me find it real quick. I'm also seeing a pool table, so maybe you went to go play pool, or someone here could be really good at pool. Wow, spirit is really deep. You have a lot of heavy hitters on your team. I didn't find the meme. Okay, so someone could be a rapper. But basically the premise of the meme was, if they choke on your success, then let them starve, right? I'm paraphrasing, but it's like the realization that they wanted you to suffocate. And in your world where you are successful, confirmation, that's just not an option. That's unavailable. All right. You went into this deep reflection here. And when you came out on the other side, I mean, you may have returned a lot of energy to sender, or you may have alchemized a lot of energy. I'm staring at a meme that says, consider how precious a soul must be when both God and the devil pursue it. I feel like that's who I'm talking to. You're so precious that everybody wants a piece of you. a piece of your mind, a piece of your identity, your birthright, your soul plan. Okay, as I said, soul plan, I started to think about floor plan. So maybe you're working out a floor plan or a blueprint for a home or something of that nature. Okay, you could be an air sign or a Leo. It's like the love that the world had for you in your past life was deceptive and distorted. And so you had to redefine what love is for you and yourself. And that's when you started breathing. That's when you started to see the bigger picture. That's when you started to live through your true potential and power. You stopped giving a fuck. You started to be the supreme. Whew. You're giving me chills, okay? Honestly. Okay, you could have recently gotten a tattoo. I'm also hearing ginger cat. So we did talk about black cats. Now we have ginger cats. I'm seeing a new set of keys. Yeah, this is, of course, very alarming to the people who may have tried to either control you or consume you. But like I said, with this portal representing the backup that you have, that's how mystical you are. Because your spirit team is being so cryptic about who they are and when they pop out. I feel like that's what makes you untouchable. It's what gives you the abilities to carry out what you want to carry out in this new lifetime. Because I do feel like you're turning the page here to do things differently and to do things in a way that feels most aligned with what you came here to experience. And so Spirit wants me to focus on this Four of Pentacles. As I said, with the Four of Pentacles, you may not feel ready for something. Everything else is looking up to par. Everything else makes sense. You started doing things that made you happy. You started questioning the things you were doing to uphold a standard that no longer fit you. Yeah, I'm hearing let's change the criteria. The High Priestess tends to rewrite her own laws. She changes the rules. And she can because he as well, if you're a High Priest, she can because she's tapped in. She has that connection with the divine. So she's not creating haphazardly. She's creating from intention. You're creating from intention this time. Instead of telling yourself, no, I don't know. You're like, actually, let's be a little reckless. Let's be a little rebellious. What's the worst that could happen? I fail. Okay. And then I learn. You know what I mean? The failure is not a means to an end. Action. I'm getting the movie Inception right now. Some of you could be winning an award for something that you're doing or being acknowledged in some way. Okay, I'm also seeing scissors cutting a ribbon at like a grand opening. So maybe you're having a grand opening for a particular storefront or, oh, big ribbon on a car. Some of you could be surprised with a car or getting a car. This part of the message is going to get deep. I feel like you're going to be retiring the overthinking, reconnecting to a part of you that once felt free before the world told you how things worked. And so we have something blue and soft. For some reason, that's making me think about dolphins. Dolphins. They're gray, but I've never touched one, but I feel like they're soft. I don't know. Yeah, painting is coming through. Red and blue makes purple. So someone could be mixing paint together. I'm noticing as well, the action card from the previous with the red car is external, right? It says outdoors. But the blue and soft energy says indoors. So I feel like there's a balance right here with how you're taking action in the external, right? A more global energy, how you're showing up, networking, sharing your gifts, reaching out to people, that sort of thing. But there's a softness, a solitude, if you would, in terms of your home or internal space. to keep you grounded. And I'm hearing that that's what's helping you to be as disciplined as you are. Because you've taken the initiative to love yourself, you're going to be rewarded with love tenfold. And this feels like a worldly love, but this could also be a divine counterpart. Like I said, with the Lover's energy, you're drawing in your partner at this time. You're also drawing in a community. There's a roadmap that's guiding you to other. Wow. Starships were meant to fly. We're higher than a motherfucker. Yo, I feel like, yeah, there's going to be some soul tribe energy here. We're higher than a motherfucker. Okay, the Dora the Explorer is coming through with the map. Okay, some of you here, you could be having a spiritual breakthrough while you're traveling somewhere that's very cultural. Cultural? You ever say a word and it don't feel like a word? That's how that's feeling. But anyway, it feels like a place with a lot of history. Yeah, Scotland, Egypt. Okay, Bali. Okay, this feels like a place that has a lot of tradition. China. I just heard factory, so you could be visiting a factory. Maybe you're looking into distribution or touring a facility that will be able to help you, somewhere that's able to help you mass produce something. Okay, or someone here, you could work at a factory. Action, and now we have the wheel. We could have some Sagittarius here. This is bringing me to the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's working out better than you could have possibly imagined, because I'm getting that you only had this one tire, but now you have the whole vehicle. And what unlocked this for you was realizing that you are the vehicle. As the High Priestess, High Priest, you are the vehicle to this life that you're calling in. You are ready. This energy, this feeling of anticipation is what I'm going to call it. It has a lot to do with your solar plexus. It has a lot to do with your confidence. I did mention moon gazing. Maybe someone here is sun gazing. But you are the garden. You are the ocean. You are the it factor. You are the manifester. You are the co-creator. I feel like whoever you are, you just recently snapped out of it. Like you just, there was a huge remembrance. And you snapped out of this like false delusion that, yeah, they want me to stop there, right? You snapped out of a false delusion. They want me to stop there. So there's no need to rehash that. But we have a cork. So you could be celebrating very soon, possibly even with a loved one or a divine counterpart. They're showing me champagne. And this card came out on top of the map. So you could be very well celebrating abroad. I'm also seeing a rooftop. So big plans unfolding for you. You have a lot of dreams, this collective. You're going to feel different these days. Embrace that feeling. I feel like Spirit is giving you the gas, the fuel, the energy to sustain this new energy within you, because it's like electricity. So rest when you feel required. I feel like your body may be integrating all of this new energy, as well as your mind with the Queen of Swords. Okay, you could have recently gotten a lot of downloads and now you're just needing to just chill. Okay. Give your mind a chance to integrate all this information. Also, yeah, they keep talking about love. This new relationship, now they're confirming it. Yes, you're getting into a new relationship. The way that a cork preserves wine, something that's sweet, succulent, flavorful. And you two are going to be in action, moving about, traveling, dating, but it is going to be low key. You two are going to connect on a level that you didn't know was possible. Okay, I felt like this collective, because of your divine purpose and your divine posture, right? The throne that you were made for. You dealt with a lot of people that were lonely and attracted to your light, attracted to your essence. this is going to be very different. This is going to be a reflection, almost like, yeah, it's giving twin flame, it's giving soulmate. They're going to be a reflection of what you represent. So it's giving the Hierophant to the High Priestess, the Magician to the Empress, or even the Emperor, right? Someone that can handle who you are. Because once again, we talked about earlier, you've had to fight for your own identity almost. Those days are gone. Those days are done. Get prepared for this, okay? I am still getting that this is also in a worldly sense. Get ready to welcome and be received by the public and be received for what you do. It is okay to be loved. It is okay to be seen. It is okay to thrive. I feel like you already know all of this, but all right, Supreme, the divine has your back. If this resonated with you, let me know. If you're looking for a personal session, you can reach me in the link description below. And happy birthday to all my Cancers. I'll see you in the next message.